How may I help you?
I want to open a staking account.
The chairman awaits you.
Welcome to GSB. Here are your staking options. Are you ready for staking? Now you are ready.
Hello. Welcome everybody to Daniel's Den. Thank you everybody for joining. I see a bunch of people all over the place. We are live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Once again, Twitter is live with us again. Had a little technical issue last time when I was broadcasting, so Twitter missed out on that last awesome live stream. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? All right, guys. So everybody on the sound of my voice, welcome everyone. Let me introduce myself for everybody who is brand new. I'm Daniel Higgins, business management major, father, husband of, I said that backwards, husband, father of two amazing boys. My oldest son was the music that you were jamming out to at the very, very beginning. He actually just had a band performance that was amazing today. He is off the chain when it comes to music, so I'm very, very proud of him. Very, very, very proud of him. And I'm part of Wealth Builders Worldwide, all right? Wealth Builders Worldwide is a great organization. It's free to join Wealth Builders Worldwide, and all they're focused on is making sure you have all the tools to be successful in life, right? And in everything that you do, okay? So it's here to support your personal goals and dreams, and we're going to have a discussion tonight. We're going to chat just a little bit about something that's just been on my mind. And of course, with seeing my son kind of hanging out with his friends and doing what he does, it brings some more things to light or to focus, right? So I'm going to ask a question because I always ask myself this question. So the question is, can I, and I know everybody's like, what was this? Or can you pass that down? Can that be inherited, right? So that's the question that's been bouncing around in my head. And I'm like, it's a big question. It's an important question. Can you pass that down? Will this, whatever you're doing, will it build generational wealth, right? So that's our topic for tonight. It'll be short and sweet and to the point. But listen, can you pass that down? Whatever you're actively doing, can that be inherited by your family? Will it build generational wealth for them? Is it something that's going to provide some kind of residual income, dividends, things like that? And someone in your family has to start this. Someone has to move away from, I'm good, I got mine, and they're going to have to move past that mentality and say, let me do something that can create some type of generational wealth to pass down to multiple generations. Now, to do that, you have to ask another question. What you're doing, will that outlive you? And I know this might sound a little weird and might sound a little creepy, but you got to plan ahead or nothing's going to happen. If you're not thinking ahead, like, oh man, what's going to happen when I'm gone? Is what I'm doing going to create some kind of generational wealth for my children, right? Generational wealth for the people that you love and that you keep close to you. So that's very, very important. So you're going to have to take a stance sooner or later and either be the person that brings that to the forefront and builds something that outlives you. So with every YouTube video that I'm doing, it has my sign up link scrolling at the bottom, right? It's something that can't outlive me. We're doing multiple things in GS Partners, but it's all focused on generational wealth. So that's why it might be a little weird for some people because it's not just income. We have that as an element, but we also have the ability to tap into building long-term wealth with what we're doing in GS Partners. Physical gold and other actual hard assets are about to come into our GS Partners back office. We already have an amazing cryptocurrency that you can position yourself to create wealth with. Now, you can build wealth a whole lot of different ways in GS Partners. You don't have to be stuck on one way or feel like overwhelmed because you don't like sharing information with other people. If that's not for you, then don't take that slice of the wealth pie, right? There's multiple slices of the wealth pie within GS Partners, and you can take the slice that you feel applies for you, right? So that's up to you. It's a very, very personal decision if you decide to build wealth by sharing information with others and helping others. That could be part of your wealth pie if you decide to, or if you need to, just to have a starting point, right? You can just enrich yourself and build wealth for yourself, and then later on share with others if you so decide to. How do we build wealth for ourselves? How can we pass this down to someone else? Well, I'll tell you two simple ways, right? Acquiring our cryptocurrency, setting up your account. You can actually set it up where you have passive income being created for you, and let it build, let it grow, let it build, let it grow. Make sure the people that you hold dear to you have access to that information to log in, because what we're doing is decentralized. All that means is no one has your passwords, right? No one has access except for you. That means no one can hack into it. It's completely private. Nobody is holding your password in a cloud or holding something. Nope. You're the only person with the password. You're the only one with the key. So if you choose to throw your key on the floor or leave it somewhere or misplace it, that's it. The coins, the currency that you've saved in that account is going to be lost, right? So it's up to you. But can you pass that down? Will that build generational wealth for you and for your family? Someone's going to have to start it. Is that person going to be you? Are you going to take the stance of starting something that's going to create some passive residual income? Because passive residual income can outlive you. You can start it. And unfortunately, we've had people pass in our Wealth Builders Worldwide organization and team. Very recently, we've had two amazing leaders pass. Miss Valerie Best, the actual first lady and co-founder of our Wealth Builders Worldwide family. She absolutely built generational wealth with what she's doing. Mr. Best, the leader of our Wealth Builders Worldwide family and group, is still charging on, but inherits everything that she started, right? And my beloved friend, Mr. Rodney Berger, passed, and his business account, his account continues to grow with him not being here. How does that happen? He connected people to this GS Partners organization and to Wealth Builders Worldwide. They are actively, listen to what they're doing. They are actively building wealth for themselves. And it actually creates passive income for his account. Even though he is not physically here, he is home to glory. Right? So someone has to take a stance. Someone has to do something to position the family, the ones you love, to create income when you're not there. Okay? So one, the cryptocurrency that we have can position you and the ones you love to inherit that passive residual income. Two, if you decide to build a business, if you decide to share with others, this is optional. This is optional. So if you choose that option to create a team of people who are saving and building wealth for themselves, your family could inherit that also. And coming down the pipeline, physical assets, right? Now with the cryptocurrency and the passive income through the cryptocurrency, I'm giving you a very broad stroke overview because there's multiple ways and different percentages that you can get depending on how you save your cryptocurrency with GS Partners. There's an amazing thing called staking. You put it there and it just boom, boom, boom. All right. We have a community node. All that means is you're saving cryptocurrency and it's spitting out passive income, right? So there's so many different ways for you to lay your money and go or put your money to work. Put that currency to work. Put it to work. It's not working for you at a bank. I'm telling you right now, not a traditional bank. GS Partners is amazing because it is the marketing arm of GS Bank, Gold Standard Bank. It is a completely decentralized bank. So we're doing things that are completely different. We're tapping into and using technology of the blockchain to help complete this task, to position you so that you can pass down generational wealth. There's been several people, individuals, who have created massive amount of wealth and income through cryptocurrency. You can have that same success story, right? What's going on, Miss Sylvia Clark? I see you, ma'am. You guys got to meet Miss Sylvia Clark. She's awesome people. All right, that's one of our amazing business partners. She's cool. All right, so we want to position you. So what's in it for you, right? Why should I be connected to GS Partners, Daniel? Why should I join? Because you can position yourself and your family for passive income. You can position yourself to not just get paid now, but also position your family to get paid for generations. Someone in your family is going to have to start this because you know what? Working a job, you can't pass it down. So what that does is, of course, that stops when you're not able to perform. And let's say you're in perfect health for the rest of your life. Even if you're in perfect health and nothing ever happens to you, maybe, just maybe, you might have to take some downtime for family members around you that have some challenges, right? So the income stops because you can't put in the time. All right. There's an amazing illustration from Robert Kiyosaki called the cash flow quadrant. And on the left-hand side of the cash flow quadrant, you're self-employed or you're a sole proprietor. Both of those sides, guess what? You're exchanging time for creating income. So if you can't exchange the time, you don't get the income. That means you have to go to a physical location or perform a physical task, and then it creates income, right? So that is exchanging time for money. That's what most people are taught to do. That's what I was taught to do. That's all I knew until being connected to Wealth Builders Worldwide. So to create generational wealth, you have to slide over to the right side of the cash flow quadrant, right? Where you can actually have a system work for you. You can leverage a system, that wonderful word called leverage. You can leverage your money also, okay? So if you don't want to, or you're not wanting to, of course, connect with or build a team or an organization, you can take that money and say, go to work. Take that currency and say, go to work, right? But I'm telling you right now, think of this question. Can you pass that down? Will this build generational wealth? And I'm talking about generational wealth. I'm not just talking about getting a lot of money. I'm talking about wealth. So wealth, Robert Kiyosaki defines wealth as how much time you can go without having to do something to create income. That's how he measures wealth. So our Wealth Builders Worldwide family is led by Mr. Ty Bess, who has not worked a traditional job in over 25 years. So his wealth has been over 25 years of wealth. His wife, when she was alive, did not work over 30 years. Their children, adult children, have never worked a job ever. So that's over 30 years for them of wealth. He's building and has generational wealth. So when you want to learn about something, there's this amazing book by Robert Kiyosaki called Fake, where he encourages people to learn from real teachers, people who have an experience. Okay. Then there's this other amazing book called The Richest Man in Babylon that says the same exact thing in a different way. Your teachers, you want to absorb information from people who have the experience, right? And that Richest Man in Babylon is so good because there's so many different stories that engage you and start having you think, all right? And one of the things he said was, hey, if you want advice about the stars, you don't go to the farmer and ask the questions, right? You go to the astrologer, right? If you want to understand things about something related to being a blacksmith, you go to the blacksmith, right? So you go to the person who has the experience and the expertise in that area. So you want to connect with Wealth Builders Worldwide, because I'm telling you, we're surrounded by financially free leaders and individuals, and we're surrounded by people who are creating and walking in generational wealth. So let me show you a little glimpse of this. This is definitely something you want to take a picture of. So this is our free support and success team for you, okay? So we have support every single day of the week, all right? So every single day we have a live webinar going on to support your success so that you can start building that generational wealth and having something to pass down. Okay, so we have a live power call every Monday through Saturday at 10:45 Eastern Standard Time. And you want to get back with the person sharing this information with you so that you can get the private password. Okay, and then we have through Monday through Saturday, we have multiple live webinars at noon and 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday and Tuesday, we have the Spanish presentation, as you see there. And every Sunday night, we have a live Fast Start training every Sunday night, okay? So we got a lot of great support for you because we are Wealth Builders Worldwide. We have a global team to support. We have global leadership that supports that team. Actually, this Sunday, we have another live Zoom that's coming up for our team in Africa, okay? So this is a global business. We want to help you where you're at, but think about that question as you go throughout your day. Can you pass that down? Can that be inherited? Will this build generational wealth? Unfortunately, the job is not designed to create generational wealth. If you stop working there, right? If you can't exchange the time to create the income, the money stops. So use that employment, right? To use it the way it's supposed to be used. Take those funds and start building wealth building habits. Wealth building habits include the habit of saving. Notice I'm talking a lot about saving and storing. I'm not really talking about spending and being lavish or moving money away from you. I'm talking about being conservative. I'm talking about taking some of your currency and saving it in crypto. I'm encouraging you to take some of your income and store it away in physical assets like your gold and silver and diamonds and palladium, which we'll have coming through the pipeline of GS Partners, right? So we're talking about saving. We're talking about acquiring assets. You know, there's an amazing story in one of the books from Robert Kiyosaki. I believe it's actually in a different book, but it's in one of the books from Robert Kiyosaki, where he was asking someone, how did their family hold on to wealth for, listen to this time, for over 900 years? Would you agree that over 900 years of holding on to wealth, that is generational wealth, right? So here's what the answer came back. That family was focused on acquiring assets and passing on those assets generation to generation. All right? Things like businesses, things like physical assets like high quality artwork, assets like physical gold, okay? So they took that time, someone started it and started creating generational wealth by doing something that can build generational wealth. For the normal people like you and me, Gold Standard Partners is a great way to start, because you can start for free and then even jump in with a low entry level, for an example of like $150 to get started, to position yourself to start creating generational wealth. Someone's got to do it. It should be you. All right? Because you're under the sound of my voice. Okay? So listen to me clearly. Get back with the person sharing this with you. Okay? Get back with them right away. We want to position you to be successful. We want to position you to have all the success that you deserve and that your family deserves. Okay? So you get back with the person who's sharing this information with you. If that person is me, and you're like, man, that sounds good. I want to create generational wealth. I want to start tapping into passive residual income so that I can move into a situation that's better, not just for me, but for the people that I hold dear and that I hold close to my heart, right? Do it for the family. Do it for the people that you love, okay? Thank you guys for hanging out with me today, tonight, this afternoon. I will see you guys on the next live stream, and we will jam out to some of my son's music on the way out, okay? So everybody in the sound of my voice, have a great day, and I will see you on the next live stream. We will be here to support your goals and dreams. Don't miss the power call tomorrow, 10:45 Eastern Standard Time, okay? All right, let me pull this up. All right, I will see you guys again.